I want to show you, yesterday I showed you how to make a bag, a small bag to put your cards in. And while I made those, I had a 4-inch piece of cardstock left over into my 12 by 12. So I wanted to make cards out of these. So I did. I did some happy birthday card. Another one here that I blinged up a bit. I thanks. And then I made a hello, and I was trying out some different colors. I get well, sending you hugs with vellum and good luck. And all these cards, well, not all, but a lot of them, most of them have vellum on top. And here are my envelopes. But now what I need something to put them in. I wouldn't want to give them just like that. So I cut out a piece of cardstock from the same paper pack, which is Blush from DCWC. Gorgeous pad. It's 48 sheets, 12 by 12, and with gold foil. Half of them has gold foil in it. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to score this to make my box. This piece is 11 by 9. I cut it out, and I'm going to score it. I'm going to score it at 1 and 2 inches. Flip it over, and I'm going to do the same. 1 and 2. Flip it over. And how did I come to these dimensions, you're wondering? Is I measured my envelope rather, and I wanted a bit of room in between, so this will accommodate this plus some once we fold it. So you could do it at 9.5 maybe, or I should say 8.5. That'll work too. It's up to you. I wanted a little bit of room because I want to put some tissue paper in it and so forth. So now that I have all my score lines, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut the corner like this, and I'm going to have it slit like so. So that is where the score mark meets the second 2 inches in, I guess is what I'm saying. And I'm going to score it like that. And again on the other side. So you're going to do the 4 sides exactly what I'm doing. And we always cut it a bit of an angle, not to make the box so bulky. And you're probably saying, well, how come you're not cutting off the first piece? Well, I'm going to show you why I'm not cutting off that first piece. And you'll understand why. So now I'm going to burnish all my score lines so they're nice and crisp. It makes it more professional looking. It just makes everything just like it was store-bought. And that's the impression you want to give, because your stuff is as worthy as anything you would buy in town. So why not advertise it like that, because really it's not machine made, but it's as good, if not better, than some of the stuff. At least you know that these people who will be receiving these cards from you, will definitely be enjoying them, because they'll be unique. They'll be coming from you and not from a machine that pounces out thousands of the same cards. That's the fun of it all when you're doing something special like this. Okay, so now I folded all my sides, and you're wondering, what on earth is she doing? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach. And I just take my glue tape here, and I'm going to fold this in 2. Okay, that's where I've cut it there. I'm going to fold it in 2, just as simple as that. Fold it in 2, and then I have 2 pieces that are like this. Now, when I fold these pieces inside like this, they should fold quite well onto that little score mark, which we just created, okay? Like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Whoop. We're going to score it and push it down really well so you have a nice crisp, because what you want is a nice crisp corner, right? So now I'm going to add some glue here and some glue here on the other side, just on the outside piece, not on the inside. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it right on the corner here, like that, and I'm going to pull the other corner right in, and I'm going to fold this over. And what this does is it not only does it attach and make a beautiful box, it makes a beautiful interior of the box too, and it reinforces the box. So it's a win-win situation no matter how you look at it. So you square it off right on the side here. I'm just going to square it off right like that and push this in between, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It works better for me if it's flat, but you're getting the gist of what I'm doing here. Whoops, I failed on this one. What I did here is I just cut out the second layer, which we should have done, and I didn't. When you do your paper, your box, let's see if I can pull one out here and kind of show you what I mean without tearing the whole box apart. I'm telling you, if I can't take it off, you know darn well that it's going to be a good box. Yeah. Okay. So remember I cut out the corner? Well, when I folded it over on this side, see how there's some white there? I forgot to tell you guys that you should be cutting that off. If you cut that off, then you won't have what I just experienced. So that was my error. Just going a little too fast. You're just going to cut it in at an angle like that. And then I'm going to pull it in. And it comes down really nice and smooth. Oh, look at that, guys. See? I created the box and I made an error. There you go. So my box is nice and square, and it's ready to fit all my little doodads here. And I'm going to make a cover, but the reason I made it this big, as I said, guys, is I want to add some tissue paper in there to embellish it all, and that'll thicken it out. Now I'm going to make the cover, which is going to be the same thing, except I'm going to add 1/8 of an inch to my fold in order for it to fit right on top, and I'll have a nice little box, and I'll dress it up with ribbon and so forth. So when I get to the end, I will show you what the complete project looks like. So you can go forward and make the top. I'm going to make the top right now. I thought I'd come back in and show you how I'm going to make the top. I've cut out the paper and I added 1/8 of an inch, just one notch, not 1/8, 1/16 of an inch, all the way around to make the cover just a fuzz, a little bigger, so it'll slide in really good. And then I scored 1 inch on 1 and 2 inches on all sides. Now I'm going to cut out that piece again so I can show you. I thought, since I didn't do it right the first time, I thought I'd show you what I do here. So I'm going to cut out the corners like that. Okay. And again on this side. Like that. You don't have to do that, but it really does help assemble the box so much easier. So much easier. Now I'm going to score my lines and run it over with my good old bone folder. I love my bone folders. I find it makes a nice, crisp, professional look. And that's what you want, you know, because they are, as I said earlier, very, very, you know, you put a lot of work in your cards. They're as professional as anybody else's. So, okay, so if you remember, just quickly do this side too so I can show you, because the other one I kind of forgot to do that step. Okay, so now you can see where my pieces are right here. I can see, sorry for the glare, but now I'm going to go back with my scissors and I'm just going to cut that off. Because if you don't cut it off, you'll end up having what happened to me when I made the bottom. You have that extra bulk and you don't want that. You don't want that extra bulk whatsoever, because it's not going to make your box square, and it's just going to give you a headache. So why do go there? Okay, so now I am going to run a piece of tape, hold it down, that's ready to go. Run a piece of tape, run it down, that is ready to go. Now I'm going to run a piece of tape here, fold these in, and I'm going to burnish them to make sure that they're nice and crisp, because now they're double layered like that. And I'm going to pull it in like so, pull this piece over, and that's going to make my box nice and square. There. That is so stinking cute, guys. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. I'm just going to add a piece of tape. Now you could add tape there too if you wanted to, like on the inside here. If I wanted to, I could add some tape in here or there. I just don't find it necessary. But, you know, if you felt that that was something that you needed, because really this box, you could almost assemble it with nothing at all. There you go. There's my cover. That's how simple it is. And that'll fit on top of this one here, because it's only 1/4 of an inch. What's this one here? Just let me readjust this piece here. There you go. That's so much better. And this will fit over here because it's only 1/8 of an inch. And 1/8 of an inch is not a whole lot to, I wasn't so particular. There you go. And there's my box. See how pretty that is? So now I'm going to embellish it. I'm going to add ribbon or something on it, and I'll show you the finished product. I just wanted to show you how to make the top. How cute is that? Eh? How cute is that? All I did here was I had a piece of a cardstock piece there. I cut it at an inch, and that was a piece that I had left over from the same paper pack always, and it looked like this. Same paper pack is something that I did in a previous project. And then I have the bow dies from Sizzix, Aileen Hull, the bow die here, so the ribbon bow. So I made a nice little bow, added it to the center, and added a little gem to the center here. But what I haven't finished is the corner, and I want to show you what I did with that. And what I did with that is I just used my EK punch and punched an inch, and I punched 4 out, 1 inch circle. And then what do you do here if you want to decorate your corners or reinforce your corners or whatever? You just fold it in half and then fold it in half again. If you're not comfortable folding with your fingers, you can also use your scoreboard. And then you're just going to cut 1/4 of that off, okay? And then all I do is I add some glue. I use this technique quite often. I would say probably more than not, just because I find it adds a little bit of fun to the project. And you add the first corner there, and you roll off your corners on the side. You can use any type of adhesive you like. I am a fond user of Tombow glue, so I either use that, sometimes I use the Nouveau. And look, I have 4 corners that are reinforced. This beautiful box that looks very high-end. And then when you open it up, I have all my cards set in to play right inside with their envelopes. And this was leftover paper, guys, that I had, and I really didn't know how I was going to use it. Sorry for the noise. This paper here was given to me by a good friend who had a jewel shop, who is a jeweler rather, and he had rolls of this left over because he used to do gift baskets. And he gave me 3 rolls, and I love it to do these kinds of projects. So this is my projects for you, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Any card will fit inside, but the box is super cute. And you could even put chocolate bars in there, or if you make chocolates, you can make your own chocolate. The box just looks very high-end, and anybody would appreciate it. This is Yvonne. I'm going to let you go for now, but I will be back with more, I'm sure, in the near future. So have yourself a great day. Most importantly, guys, be happy.